Yes, morning again to you people, or good afternoon or evening, wherever you are listening around the world. Big up, 12th man's back, and it's another Arsenal trivia. A lot of people have said they've been enjoying these, so I hope that you are one of those. If quizzes aren't for you, this probably ain't the show for you. But it's international break, and we've got to get another quiz out there. We've got to get people involved with the trivia, and hopefully you're starting to read up and starting to refresh and revise because they're going to be doing a couple of these. There's been a lot of people that have been saying to me, Dan, love the quizzes. Let's do more. Let's get interactive. And I thought that's what I try and do is more of an interactive quiz. I've done quiz shows before, of course, where people have sat on the panel and done it. This is a real quick version. This is a version that you can play at home and play anywhere, whether you're driving in the car, whether you're listening at home, whether you're in your bedroom, whether you just woke up, or whether you're about to go to bed and you want to get your mind active. Listen, this is always a bit of fun. And if I'm honest with you, the last one, people did pretty well. Let's see how well you do on this one. I've got another 10 questions for you this morning, and we are going to crack on. Make sure you do me a favor, though. Hit the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe, and make sure that you are following the channel and getting involved, people. Big up to you all. Right, let's get involved, shall we? Question number one is as follows. What was the capacity of Highbury? What was the capacity of Highbury? You do not have to get it exact, okay? I will read the exact, but I will tell you what I'm happy to accept as an answer. What was the capacity of Highbury, people? I'll give you another 10 seconds. I miss Highbury so much, man. I love the Emirates. It's for different reasons, brilliant. But for me, I will always miss Highbury. That really did feel like home. And we won so much there, and the history was there and everything. Oh, beautiful, beautiful memories. I miss Highbury. But what was the capacity of Highbury? The answer is 38,419. I will give you 38,500. I will give you 38,500. Or I will give you 38,400. But I'm not going to give you 38,000 because there is more than that. So I will give you as close to 38,400 to 38,500. If you said lower or higher than that, you're wrong, people. You're wrong. So yeah, bit of a tricky one to start today. In terms of being exact, I hate numbers as well. So that's a little bit tough, isn't it? A little bit tough. Okay, question number two, people. Gooners, who scored the first Premier League goal for Arsenal? Who scored the first Premier League goal for Arsenal? Yes, we are talking Premier League goals. So we all know when that was. In the 92-93 season, the Premier League started. And proper football, as they call it, started, which is a little bit harsh, in my opinion, still. But when the Premier League started back then, who scored the first goal for Arsenal? Who was the first Arsenal player to score the Premier League goal? 10 seconds. This player was a legend. I loved him. Quality. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer was Steve Bold. We lost 4-2 to Norwich. Steve Bold and Super Kevin Campbell, rest in peace, scored as well, but we lost 4-2 to Norwich, who were a good side back then. In fact, they come second, I think, the first year that Man United won it. So, yeah, Steve Bold was the answer. If you said Steve Bold, if you put Boldy down, well played. You got the point. 2 out of 2 so far. If you've done that, fair play to you because they're quite tricky today. Question number 3, if we are all ready, is as follows. Who did Arsenal sign Thomas Rosicky from? Who did Arsenal sign Thomas Rosicky from? Fans' favourite, one of my favourites, always scored against Spurs. Took the number of Robert Pires, so there was a hell of a lot of pressure on him. And do you know what? If it wasn't for injuries, probably would have done more at the Arsenal. Won trophies with us, was one of the key players that I used to really get excited about watching. He was fantastic, phenomenal. And what a player he was. But where did Arsenal sign him from? 10 seconds to go. What a player Rosicky was. What an absolutely superb player. One of my favourites. He had to be. I think he was a fan's favourite for everyone, to be honest. People ask who your favourite Emirates era players are if you want to go. They always mention Thomas Rosicky at least in the question because he is one of the best. The answer is Borussia Dortmund. we signed Thomas Rosicky from Borussia Dortmund. If you got that, fair play. Fair play. Thomas Rosicky was signed from Borussia Dortmund. Okay, next question. Number 4 is as follows. Who did Arsenal sign Nigel Winterburn from? Question number 4. Who did Arsenal sign Nigel Winterburn from? What a player he was. Absolutely superb signing from George Graham. One of the back four that will be remembered in history at the club for being one of the best in Europe, along with David Seaman, of course, Keown, Bold, Adams, Winterburn, Dixon. All of those 6 names will be remembered because they had one of the best defenses and defensive units in Europe. People think our defense was good now. It was much better back then. Trust me. Absolutely phenomenal. Who did Arsenal sign Nigel Winterburn from? The correct answer is, of course, Wimbledon. Well done if you said Wimbledon, and well done if you've got them all right so far. If you've got 4 out of 4, fair play. You're a proper gooner because they are quite difficult, some of them. Okay, we're moving on now to squad numbers again. A lot of people saying they like the squad numbers. Very difficult. Very difficult. Let's see how you get on with these two. Question number 5. What shirt number did Emmanuel Petit wear? What shirt number did Emmanuel Petit wear for the Arsenal? What shirt number did he wear? Unbelievable. Double winner in 98. Brilliant partnership with Patrick Vieira in the middle. Probably one of the greatest that Arsenal have seen. But what shirt number did he wear? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Difficult one, this one, but Emmanuel Petit wore the number 17 shirt for Arsenal. The number 17 was worn by Emmanuel Petit. So if you got that one right, fair play to you because it's difficult. Very tricky, these ones. These squad numbers, I tell you, they're tricky. Very, very tricky. And a lot of people struggle with that. So well done if you got that one correct. Let's go for another one then, shall we? Number 6. Question number 6. What shirt number did Carnu wear for Arsenal? What shirt number did Carnu wear for Arsenal? I absolutely loved Carnu. One of the most underrated players for Arsenal for me. In terms of his technical ability and his skill, I think it was the fact that we had the likes of Henri, Bergkamp, Wiltord and Nelka all around, Righty as well, around that same time. But he was more skillful than a lot of them, to be fair. What he could do with a football. Oh, incredible. Brilliant to watch. One of my favourite players growing up to watch because he was so tricky and skillful. But what shirt number did he wear? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, correct. He wore the shirt number 25. 25 was recognised as Carnu's shirt number. And it become quite iconic, really, for him at Arsenal. A lot of people were buying the Carnu shirts, 25 at the time, if you remember. Big player for us. Big player for us. Absolutely loved Carnu. Okay, question number 7. Moving on to FA Cups now. Aaron Ramsey scored the FA Cup final winning goals against both Hull and Chelsea. Which player assisted him for both those goals? So there were 2 separate games. Obviously, Ramsey scored in both. Who set him up in both of those games? It was the same player. Who set him up? Question 7. Aaron Ramsey scored FA Cup final winning goals against both Hull and Chelsea, but which player assisted him for both of those goals? You should know this one. Should know this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer was Olivier Giroud. Well done if you got that correct. You're absolutely flying if you're doing well so far because this has been tough. There's 7 questions down. If you've got more than 4 correct, well done. If you've got under that, maybe you need to brush up and start revising a bit more on the history of the club. Difficult though, very difficult. Okay, question number 8 now. Question number 8 is as follows. How many FA Cups has Arsene Wenger won? Question number 8 again. How many FA Cups has Arsene Wenger won? The greatest manager that Arsenal have ever had? Some people look back to the Herbert Chapman days. Some people believe George Graham. I think it probably is Arsene Wenger. If you look at him changing football, moving us into the stadium, doing invincibles, doubles, FA Cups, leagues, phenomenal. The players he brought to the football club, the football that we played, has to be Arsene Wenger. But how many FA Cups did Wenger win for Arsenal? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was 7. If you said 7, you are correct. Well done. 8 questions down. How many of you got right? Let me know in the comment section. And also let me know if you believe this is a simple quiz, an all right quiz, fairly decent, really difficult, hard, or about medium. Please let me know what difficulty level you think these quizzes are at, because that will really help me moving forward. Okay, question number 9, if we're ready. And if you're doing good so far, well played to you. Question number 9 is as follows. How many goals did Yaya Sanogo score in the Emirates Cup in 2014? How many goals did Yaya Sanogo score in the Emirates Cup game in 2014? It was against Benfica, if I remember correctly. How many goals did he score? I was there, so I definitely remember it. I'm sure that you guys will as well. It's about all he did for Arsenal. Other than, to be fair, come on against Hull and change the game for us in the cup final. But yes, question number 9. How many goals did Yaya Sanogo score in the Emirates Cup in 2014? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is 4 goals. And I remember it very well. And I think it was his hat-trick goal. He actually went to celebrate and fell over. Yaya Sanogo, what a terrible signing that was from Wenger, eh? Absolutely awful. Anyway, last question. Question number 10 is, what was the score on the final day at Highbury? Question number 10, what was the score on the final game at Highbury? Does anyone remember? What an emotional day that was, by the way. Lasagna Gate as well, which was just even funnier. Thierry Henry and Ashley Cole, that iconic picture of them both sitting there having a discussion about the future of the club. Are they both going to leave? Obviously, at the time, Ashley Cole went, Henry stayed, and then went again the season after. But what was the score on the final game at Highbury? I think you all know this one. It was 4-2. We beat Wigan, and Thierry Henry got a hat-trick, and what a brilliant way to bow out at Highbury for him. There we go. 10 questions done again. Didn't it go quickly? Really quickly, in fact. Big up to all of you for joining. I hope you did well. If you didn't, don't worry. It's a laugh, innit? Bit of fun. If you got 10 out of 10, fair play. And do you know what? If you've so far got 20 out of 20, hats off to you. Let me tell you that. Hit the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you get us to 40k. And we will see you on the next one. Take care, people. We're out of here.